Well, good morning, everyone. Aloha from Hawaii. We're getting ready to start day 2 of our Hawaii trip. Wanted to share a few things about yesterday with us. With you folks, after getting in the car at the airport, we went by and got signed in for my walk. I'll do that later this afternoon when it's a little bit cooler, but they were going to be closed today, so we went ahead and got signed in. Then got set up in the hotel and we started our tour around Hawaii, around Oahu. First stop was the Green Coffee Farm, where we got to see coffee trees in various stages of growth, some with large coffee beans on them, which they call cherries, some with just blooms. We found out that bloom only lasts a very short period of time, and then like a day maybe, and then the bean comes on. We got to do some coffee tasting of some various coffees, and of course I had to buy me some. From there we went to the Dole Pineapple Plantation, where we got to see the process of growing the pineapples. We took a little train ride through the park, and they gave us a good rundown on how that process goes. They plant the pineapple from the crown from the pineapple, and it takes about 2 years to grow up into a pineapple. Then it has a second growth that comes on, and that takes about a year, and then they let the ground and lay fallow for another year before they start another crop. So all in all, about 3 years for 2 pineapples. They also raise avocados. We got to see the avocado trees, the banana trees, cacao trees, and the big cacao pods from which they take the seed to make chocolate, sugar cane, and then we topped the day off with some Dole Whip, I believe they call it pineapple soft serve ice cream. From there we went around to the, and I'm calling it the New Uana Pali Lookout. It's spelled N-U-U-A-N-A, Pali, P-A-L-I. That's the site of the last battle as the amongst the islands where the King Kamehameha first from the Big Island of Hawaii took over Oahu, which had already been taken over by the armies from Maui, and that was the last battle before the island chain was consolidated into one rule. From there we went around. It was a beautiful lookout, by the way, and one of the notable things there's some 400 plus soldiers that were forced off of those cliffs to their death at the end of the battle. From there we went around to a place called the Halana Blowhole, which was a lava tube that came down from the I believe it was the Coco Head volcano, and it had created a tube down into the on the rocks along the beach, and when the water comes rushing back in, the waves come in, you can see the water shoot up through the blowhole, and they say that when the waves are right, you can see as high as 30 foot in the air. We did get to a good video of that, which I got on my sister phone, and I'm going to try to take that and make a short out of it a little bit later in the day and post that for you to see that site. It's just a beautiful site along the beach. From there we went around to Waikiki Beach, and that's where I had posted the sunset short yesterday with the from Waikiki Beach. We had a hard time finding a place to park, it being Sunday afternoon or Sunday evening, and also Memorial Day weekend. The place was packed. We finally found a spot where we could park the car for a moment and go out and get the sunset across Waikiki. Just a beautiful sunset, and so like I say, I posted that yesterday as a short. Then we went to Lulu's on Waikiki Beach for dinner, a wonderful dinner. Really great place to eat. It's kind of an open air kind of restaurant, and they serve some Hawaiian style as well as Mexican style food. That I had the nachos, and several others had the tacos, and my little sister had steak tacos. My niece had fish tacos, and so it was really a nice dinner. Unfortunately, I spent the evening reliving that dinner, but we'll try again today. And you might notice that I'm wearing sunglasses today. Well, that's because I don't know where my other glasses are. They're in my case somewhere. We had them when I got off the airplane. I thought I'd left them here at the hotel, so I went around yesterday evening, all evening with sunglasses on. That's all I'm wearing. See, and so today, one of the challenges is to find the glasses. Now, speaking of today is Memorial Day, and this is going to be kind of the focal point of our trip. We have tickets to get on the boat to go out to the USS Arizona Memorial. I'll try to film as much of that as possible. And that is going to be a moving experience to be on the Arizona Memorial on Memorial Day. So we'll take all of that in, and then we plan to go around to Willamette Falls, some botanical gardens, and my niece has a lot of other things planned for us. And we'll get as many of those in as we can, and then later in the early evening, or excuse me, late afternoon, we will. Three of us will go over and do the walk, and Janie, my sister's, going to meet us at the Capitol and do a little walk around the Capitol with us. So that will kind of culminate our trip. We'll maybe get in one or two sites on Tuesday morning before we fly out. I hope if we get to fly out, but they canceled our flight coming down on Hawaiian Airlines yesterday, so we had to rearrange flights and found a flight on Southwest coming out of Oakland instead of San Jose, so we had to Uber up to Oakland to catch that airplane. It was a good flight, and that was my first flight since the mid-90s. So that was it was kind of a uncomfortable situation for me. I have to admit, getting on an airplane again after that many years and having to deal with TSA, and had one little issue going through TSA that probably ought not talk about, but I will. The backpack that I packed everything in to come down here also happens to be one that I take to the shooting range periodically. And I thought it was fully empty, but there was one little pouch on there that was had a bag of I believe there were 45s shells in there, and it kind of took the TSA people by surprise. When I explained to them what had happened, of course I donated the ammo to TSA, and the young sheriff's lady came out to talk to me, and I explained to her what had happened, and we had a little discussion, and she was had just been to Huntsville, as a matter of fact, and took the bomb school down there. So she was telling me all about her trip to Huntsville. We had a nice little visit. She said, you're not in trouble. So, these things happen. So, fortunately, they let me come home through. They didn't put me on the no-fly list. So anyway, that's about it for early this morning. It's about 5:30 here in Hawaii, and we're going to meet down in the lobby at 6 and head over to the Arizona Memorial, Pearl Harbor, and see all the sights over there. And again, I'll try to post some of the stuff from Pearl. I much they'll let me record over there, but I'll try to post as much as possible. But it'll be a solemn moment, and hope everyone will take the day and just remember that our freedom comes on the backs of so many men and women who gave their lives for it. So, we need to remember that. Think about those today that gave their lives while you go out and enjoy Memorial Day as a holiday. Just remember it's a very special day. And think about those who gave their lives. Okay, enough of that. Mahalo, as they say here, mahalo for following along with me. That's their way of saying thank you. Following along with me and putting up with my really silly stuff. And you see that's my little sister in the background. And we're just happy to be here. And of course, at my age, I'm happy to be anywhere, to be honest with you. Love you all. Mahalo.